Good day, viewers. You are welcome. How to solve these nice functional equations given that f of x multiplied by f of minus x equals f of x squared minus 1, and we want to find f of x. So the condition attached to this is the f of x here is a polynomial with only the real roots. We're interested to get only the real root for this f of x. And every non-constant polynomial over a real number so is considered as the linear or a quadratic factors. So in this case, we are going to assume, and this is not only assumption, so this is like a fundamental theorem of algebra, so which says if you have something of this condition, so we consider f of x here to be equals a into bracket of x minus r1 open bracket x minus r2, and this is how it keeps going. And where this r1, r2, r3 to as many as r that we have, they are the root, so we call them the real root, or the real root to be r. And then so for this case as well, see, we are not considering any complex numbers, and there is no any irresistible quadratic factor, and all the roots are real. So therefore, we can just write this as f of x equals, so this a is a constant coefficient, then we have a, then the summation of, so we just choose k equals to 1 to n, open bracket x minus r, so we call this k. So this is what we are going to have. So consider this as f of x, then we have to get f of minus x as well. So to get f of minus x, so we'll be replacing every single x with minus x. And here we have f of minus x equals a, then the summation of k equals 1 to n, open bracket minus x minus rk. And next, we are going to have to factor this to take out negative out. And don't forget that this n, the k ranges from 1 to n, so it affects all these. So by factoring out negative, we are going to have a into bracket of minus 1 raised to power n, then the summation of k equals 1 to n, bracket x plus rk. So taking out negative, so all this becomes positive. And this is for f of minus x. So let's try and multiply these together. For f of x and f of minus x, multiplying these together, we are going to have f of x multiplied by f of minus x equals, for f of x, we have it as a summation k equals to 1 to n, bracket x minus rk, then multiply by a into bracket of minus 1 raised to power of n, then this is multiplying the summation of, because of space, so let me bracket this, and another bracket, that is a into bracket of minus 1 raised to power n, then the summation of k equals to 1 to n of x plus rk, all this in brackets. Then we have to take out a and a of minus 1 raised to power n, and we combine the two summations together. So this equals a multiplied by a, that gives us a squared, then open bracket minus 1 raised to power n, summation of k equals to 1 to n. So we multiply x minus rk with x plus rk. So after getting this, we proceed by evaluating this. This is a difference of 2 squared. So we have this as a squared into bracket of minus 1 raised to power n. Then the summation from k equals to 1 to n of x times x. This gives us x squared. Then minus k times plus k. We have it as minus r squared then k. So this is what we have for this. Then in the next step, we are going to find for f of x squared minus 1 considering the same f of x. For f of x squared minus 1, so this gives us a summation of k equals to 1 to n into bracket of, we are changing every single x to x squared minus 1. And here gives us x squared minus 1, then minus rk. And let's put minus 1 and rk together. So here we have a summation of k equals to 1 to n into bracket of x squared minus, so here we have rk plus 1. So we have to equate this together. For f of x squared minus 1, we equate it with what we got for the product of f of x multiplied by f of minus x. So equating this, so for what we get initially, we have a squared into bracket of minus 1 raised to power n. Then we have the summation of k equals to 1 to n into bracket of x minus x squared minus r squared k. So this will be equals to f of x squared, and that one gives us the summation of k equals to 1 to n into bracket of k squared minus rk plus 1. So this is what we have for this. And what we need here is we have to get the real root. And since we have chosen r here to be the real root, so we have to equate only the real root together. That is, we equate minus r squared k with minus open bracket rk plus 1. So by doing that, we have, this implies r squared k equals rk plus 1 to obtain the real root. So where k here, it means the number is continuous. So by taking only r squared, we have r squared minus r minus 1 equals 0. So this is a quadratic, and we solve this quadratically by considering the quadratic formula. We have here as a equals 1 and b here equals minus 1 with c equals minus 1. Using the quadratic formula, we have to find r equals minus b, that is minus 1. We have it as plus 1, plus or minus the square root of minus b squared. B squared, that is minus 1 squared, we have 1 minus 4ac, and c here is negative, multiplied by negative a, that is plus. Then b 4ac, that is 4 times 1 multiplied by 1, we have it as 4, all divided by 2. And this gives us 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 divided by 2. And with these two, we have r here equals 1 plus root 5 over 2. And 1 plus root 5 over 2 is a golden ratio. Then we have, this is r1, this is r2. 1 minus r2, 1 minus root 5 over 2. So it's an inverse of it. So we call this minus 1 over 5. So since we have gotten these two expressions, so we have to make this one general at this point. So in the general way of this, we just consider that the p of x here for f of x that we have, so it's given as, we have the constant coefficient, which is a, into bracket of, then x minus the first one that we get, which is 5. So we put it here, then raised to power of m. So m and n, m is a member of integer. And also we have x minus, I want to call this one another thing. So let me just call this one this letter. Then we have this as this, raised to power of n. So where this m and n are both members of an integer. So here is the general solution for this, and this works for all the real numbers. M and n also, they are greater than or equals 0. So this is how I solve this problem step by step. Thanks for watching, and if you have any ideas on how to solve this to make this better than this, so you can just drop it in the comment box. See you in the next video. Never stop learning. Bye bye.